Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Kevin Perry, the youngest boxing analyst, and today we're breaking down the fight between Richardson Hitchins and George Kambosos Jr. Now, coming into this fight, I wasn't high on Hitchins at all. I didn't like Hitchins' ring generalship, and I didn't like his footwork, constantly just backing up straight to the ropes, never going left or right, and also when he jabs, just dropping his hand low after he jabs, and not just bringing it right back to his face after jabbing, always constantly just dropping his jab down to his waist and then bringing it back up. But this fight, yeah, he turned me into a believer. I'm not gonna lie. And I know a lot of people saying like, it's just George Kambosos, da 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 da. But bro, just because it's George Kambosos doesn't mean skills were still being displayed. Elite skills were still being displayed. So right now, I'm gonna get into it. And I'm going to show you why you too should also be a believer in Richardson Hitchins. Now, before we dive right into this breakdown, I just want to explain to y'all some key skills that I saw from Richardson Hitchins in this last fight against George Kambosos. Now, he doesn't wait for his opponent. One thing he's going to do is he's going to work and he's going to be active. And he's going to be making you work also. He's going to be throwing out punches to get you to react. And he's never just going to sit there and wait for you to react. He's not one of those counter punchers. He's the one that's going to throw something out constantly until you react so he can then react and hurt you. Now, Hitchins, he has the top 5 to 7 jab in boxing. It's honestly a beautiful piece of art just watching it. And the way he mixes up and varies his jab with up jabs, short jabs, swivel jabs, long jabs to keep him at bay, feigning jabs. The way he just always mixes it up with piston-like jabs, stab jabs down to the body, it's just a beautiful art to watch. And he's always mixing up his rhythm too, with the jabs or with any other punch, with his defense, with anything. He's always mixing up the rhythm, always keeping you on your toes. You don't know if he's going to go high pace, short pace. You don't know if he's just going to be sitting there with his hands up in the pocket, just letting you throw, just to study you. Hitchins is also a very confident fighter. Fighting him in the near future is going to be a little risky because he's very confident in himself and in the ring. Listening to him in interviews before the Kambosos fight, he was very confident in what he was going to do, and he did exactly that. So not only was he very confident, he did exactly what he was confident in, so it's only going to build his confidence even more. And he doesn't have any wasted energy, unnecessary movements in there. Everything is calculated. He's always in control. Even when his opponent is punching, he's still in control and making sure that he doesn't waste unnecessary energy and doesn't dig too deep in his bag when he doesn't have to. Right here, Hitchins, he's going to throw a 1-2, and then Cam being in range to shoot, Hitchins going to throw out his jab just as a blinding feature so we can put it in Cam's face so he can't see, so he has to back up so he can gain some sight. This is something I really like from Hitchins here. Just like how I was saying how he always mixes up his jab, right here you're going to see him shoot jabs at Kambosos' chest, and a lot of people watching boxing for the first time be like, well, why isn't he just shooting at his face? Cam is a very twitchy fighter, moves his upper body a lot. He twitches a lot. The head moves, the chest doesn't move. So every time you shoot at the chest, it's going to land no matter what. And with Cam being such a twitchy fighter, there's a chance if he tries to slip the punch, he'll end up ducking down into the punch. Right here, this is simple but good work from Hitchins. He's going to duck under a hook, then he's going to take a subtle angle to his right, throw a mean body shot that hunches over Kambosos for a second, and then he's going to throw a nice 1-2, and then he's going to circle around Cam to end the combination. This is where I said that Hitchins doesn't let anything go to waste, even his opponent's bruises and bumps. Kambosos is bruising on his right eye, and his right eye is starting to close a bit, showing some signs of weakness, and Hitchins is going to throw hard, sharp jabs to Kambosos' right eye to try to close that even more. Hitchins is going to mix up his jab even more right here. Here you see him bending his knees, getting down on Kambosos' eye level because Cam is now used to, in the 8th round, seeing Hitchins' jab come from the same distance and the same height that Hitchins stands at. But with Hitchins getting down low, it's now a new way that he can throw the jab at Kambosos that he's not used to yet. But this is where I have to ask you guys, man, where do you rank Hitchins? How do you feel about Hitchins' last performance? Is Cam just an old washed fighter and that's why Hitchins looked as good as he did? Or is Cam an old washed fighter and Hitchins is showing real skills in there, real IQ? And Hitchins had also called out Devin Haney after his fight with Kambosos. And Devin Haney said he would like to fight Hitchins at 147. So if that fight were to materialize, who do you guys think would come out victorious? Me personally, I can see it either way. I can see Hitchins being too sharp, too skilled, but I could also see Devin Haney's experience carrying over and helping him win a 12-round fight. Either way, I think that's going to be a great chess match between two young, slick, great, talented fighters. Also, this is a day later. that I'm recording the outro, and we got a new lamp up there. It's just a tiny little lamp, but we just come in together with the whole backdrop pieces by pieces, and we gonna get it right for y'all, bro. Without further ado, I won't hold you guys any longer. Much love. Peace.